in Tillamook PD. Just like the situation with Natalie Bollinger before she died, without a friend or family member to help me turn it in, they can do whatever they want. Telling me to let it go is not an option. The abuse against the homeless in this country is atrocious, but it's only allowed to happen because of people like Kayla Trujillo. People who know what's going on but never say anything. People like, well, we'd go through a whole fucking list, couldn't we? Kayla Trujillo was involved both after and before the fact with Natalie. Gilbert Ortega, he was involved in some of the situations where instead of helping me, this is what Kayla Trujillo thought was going to make things better. Gilbert Ortega can admit to the fact that Christmas of 2016, because he was there, Christmas of 2016, almost a year before Natalie was killed, I was over at Kayla Trujillo's trying to get help. The thing is, I needed help turning in those officers like Waylon Lolatai before they got to hurt others or destroy evidence. And with you guys doing jack shit to look at evidence or help turn it in, that's what I'm supposed to do as an at-risk adult. Hey, dude, if somebody raped your sister, and by the way, this is worse than rape, but if somebody raped your sister and she got a hold of you and said, hey, I need help turning him in, I need someone to go in with me to turn it in so I'm not blown off. Would you blow them off for 6 years and then play victim afterwards? Would you let people just rape your sister over and over again? Because that's certainly what she did with me. On the bright side, I told the truth and I showed the truth. Without somebody speaking up and getting a hold of Adult Protective Services, you get to see, I call them alone, nothing happens. That's because you're supposed to have to go in with a friend or family, or they don't have to do their jobs. I'm sorry, Gilbert, that I didn't send all the evidence that I was gonna. Arguing with your sister and all that instead. Now, rather than directly engage your sister, I've opted to speak directly about her harassment against me today. If she's going to claim things or slander, well, she might have to post up about them. I'm certainly posting up about them, Gilbert. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know every single thing that happened. You know that I went to you for help and to your sister for help. You know that we did play those card games. You know you did give me rides to Ken Wilson and Leatha Plunkett's more than once after Natalie died to try to get that flip phone. You even got to be there. Now I want you to look it up. 3395 South Zuni Place, Inglewood, Colorado. That's where I lit the fire. By the way, they didn't charge me in Inglewood. They charged me in Sheridan. I had to plead guilty because your sister never came forward. She never tried. She never made an effort. No matter what, it was excuses. I finally got money on my books. That was Alyssa Rainwater, the woman that Kayla Trujillo treated completely like shit, who was trying to help me, who was trying to help get in contact. Alyssa Rainwater is the one that paid the money for me to be able to use the phone the second time. She spent a lot of money doing that. But you know what she didn't do? She didn't come forward with me to the police. She procrastinated and started making excuses the way her mom did. The way Kayla did. No matter what, there's always some excuse. When it comes time to do it, there's always an excuse. I'm asking you to tell your excuses to the courts, to the police, to Adult Protective Services. If you're going to give me those excuses, then either you lied to me or they lied to me. Which one of them is it? When you get busted lying, you go out of your way to misconstrue and, of course, lie outright about situations. You try to take them out of context. I show them in the full context. And if I had assistance when I fucking needed it, when I finally got a place of my own, I couldn't afford that place of my own and to go to the courts. Kayla Trujillo, instead of helping me to turn it in like she claimed she would, she wanted me to go to Franklin Combs in Florida. Oh, we got some recordings with him, don't we? Another one of those bitches wants to play victim because I'm asking him to tell the fucking truth. He's the guy that Kayla Trujillo wanted to pawn me off on. I couldn't take care of myself, and Kayla Trujillo wanted to ignore that and try to pawn me off on a guy who can't take care of himself either at the time. How is he going to take care of me? Kayla Trujillo straight up didn't give a fuck, long as she could try to hide it and still bullshit me. Fuck you. Your shit's on the internet for a reason. And with these fucking cops here, cops everywhere are your enemies when you tell on a bad cop. Kayla Trujillo wanted to claim she was afraid of the police. Did she ever come forward about that? Or did she just tell me? Well, it's recorded on my YouTube channel. A-Bear, he's recorded on my YouTube channel too. He was proud of me for a Kayla Trujillo. Imagine that. He was proud of me for recording. But no matter where I go, I am forced to move on to somewhere else. I got to rely on druggies and fucking crazies. On the bright side, at least I recorded it.